Are you ready to feel delusional? If you stick with me till the end of this video, I can almost guarantee you're gonna feel a little delusional because I want to try and show you how backwards things are in terms of our understanding on how to get the things that we want. It's very backwards. So let's say your goal is to build your big dream house. Your dream house. Okay, this is your goal. And with the clients that I work with my coaching, I work mainly with entrepreneurs, sales pros. So you can relate these goals to your own entrepreneurial and sales goals, of course. So your goal is to build the house. You buy the big lot. You got the big lot with all the open space, the grass, and it's beautiful. It's just what you had in mind, right? To begin the house building process, because that's your goal, you would never start with lawn decorations. Okay? I want you to think about this. You would never start with lawn decorations in your house building process. That would make no sense at all. Okay? You start by building a part of the house that you actually never see. You never see this part after it's built. Step one is building the foundation. This is the part of your house that you'll never see, but it creates for a strong, durable, reliable living situation. And that's what you want for your dream house. So you can think of your foundational level as your identity and the way that you view yourself. This makes for a strong foundation where you can build your goals above the surface. But we start below the surface, right? We start below the surface where it actually matters. You need to get this part right, or else your goals above the surface are just going to be flailing around in the wind. It's not going to be rooted. So to build your dream house properly, since that's our goal on the surface level, right? We have to start below the surface. Okay? You can begin to see how backwards things are getting here. Okay? But we have to approach it like this, backwards from our current understanding. We have to start with the foundational level below the surface. That's not even really a part of the house. It's what it sits on. It's what it's rooted in. Okay? Because this strong foundation ensures, of course, that our house will remain strong and durable when those storms come, the strong winds, things happening in our lives above the surface, right? But below the surface, if we build this thing right, if we build this identity level right, we will know that we're good. So your identity works the same way here as building your dream house and building this foundational level. Identity gets built below the surface and allows you to create whatever style of house you want above the surface. Identity gets built below the surface and allows you to get whatever goal you want above the surface. Okay? But we don't start above the surface. We don't start with the lawn decorations and then work our way back to the steps and then build the house and then go below the surface. We don't start that way. We start with the foundational level. We take time to actually dig out the land and build the foundation. I know how badly you want to see the big house on your nice lot with green grass. Right? The family wants to see that so badly, but you have to start with actually digging out the land first, the boring work, the unsexy work. And you got to build that strong foundational level. And this is the part of you that nobody is ever going to see. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that unsexy? This is the part of you that nobody is ever going to see, but at the same time, it's pretty obvious when someone has a strong identity level, isn't it? Those people that just seem to have it, they just seem to get the things that they want, like on repeat, and it seems effortless. Like, what is that? What is that? And this is approaching things from the identity level. You have to know you're the person first before the full results arrive. You have to build the thing below the surface before you build the thing above the surface. That's nice. That's nice. So you would never start with the fancy lawn ornaments, right? The little decorations, the trinkets, getting the dinner plates ready, right? Getting the rugs and the mats prepared. But this is what we do with our goals here. And with the clients that I work with my coaching, sales and entrepreneurs, we start with the little surface level trinkets. I've seen this time and time again, just from being in this digital marketing space over the past few years. We start with the little trinkets and ornaments. And in the digital marketing space, this comes in the form of Google Docs and sales scripts and reaching for courses and AI integration. Reaching for these surface level trinkets and not starting with the foundational identity level. The way that you view yourself. So we start with these little decorations, and then what happens is the progress that we do make above the surface only gets destroyed later by a strong gust of wind, because we didn't take time to build that foundational level strong, that sense of identity strong. And that's the nature of self-sabotage. What I said right there is self-sabotage. It's having your progress be destroyed over and over again for seemingly no reason. It's because your identity is snapping you back into where you've always been, snapping you back to baseline. But if you know the person that you need to become, and you become that person before the goal even arrives, that's where you can get the things on repeat. That's where you create a strong foundation for yourself. And that identity, that strong identity there, is what keeps you in place when the turbulence comes. Your identity is what holds your creation strong and durable, right? Above the surface. So don't be the person to get lost in these surface level decorations, the little trinkets. You build an unwavering self-concept below the surface first, or else that weak foundation, or no foundation at all, will just sabotage those bits of progress that you do make above the surface. Your foundational level, a strong sense of identity, becoming the person, only gets built once. It's backwards, right? We become the person first, then we get the result? What do you mean? For our whole lives, we've relied on external validation to tell us who we are. We get handed a name, we get handed labels. Oh, we're a second grader, we're a baseball player, we're from this state. We get handed all these labels. But now, in our adult years, we have to become aware that we can decide our labels. We can become the person first, put ourselves in that energetic state, give that definite goal to the mind, and that sense of identity can find us the way there.